The government has announced that the Vital Adoption and Special Guardianship Support Fund will receive a budget for the forthcoming year, despite fears that it would be cut. I'm joined now by Minister Stuart Piper-Aloysius to talk about this welcome decision. Minister, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure for you.
Minister, the Adoption and Special Guardianship Support Fund has seen more and more families apply for it every year. Why is this?
Well, because more families have found out about it. I'm not sure he told them, but we're very happy, of course.
So how much will this year's fund be?
£50 million, and that will go to fund a range of therapeutic services for adopted and kinship children who have had a heartbreaking start to their lives. And I'm very pleased to say that this fund will go further and reach more children than last year's fund.
And how much was last year's fund?
£50 million.
But that's the same as this year.
Yes, we want to give as many children as we can hope for the future.
Can I ask how you're going to do that without increasing the fund?
Well, in order for the £50 million to be spread further, we're going to reduce the amount of hope that each child can have.
Reduce the hope?
That's right. We're reducing each child's hope by 60%. Now, that sounds like a lot, but it isn't. The data says that you can still do an awful lot with 40% hope.
I didn't know there was any data.
There isn't.
But you just mentioned the data.
I know. When I said data, I meant me.
But Minister, what about those children with the very highest levels of need who need this therapy the most?
Ah, yes. Well, those children are going to have their hope reduced by 90%. Needs must, I'm afraid, if every child is to get their fair share of the fund. 10% is still something, isn't it?
So does this mean parents and carers will have to pay for this themselves?
Well, no. One of the things that makes this therapy so very special is that it can only be accessed through the fund. I mean, it's a very difficult situation.
Which you created?
Yes.
According to your department statement, there will no longer be any money to assess what kind of therapy the children need. How will therapists know what treatment to give them?
They will have a very good guess.
A really good guess?
Yes. Or they can have the assessment, but not the therapy. You can't have both.
They can't have both?
Well, we don't want them feeling entitled, do we? I mean, one thing this government certainly does not like is entitled children. Our department's new slogan is achieve, aspire, overcome, but try to keep the costs down.
That's a catchy slogan.
Yes, I know. We paid the Tony Blair Institute £46.5 million to come up with it. I passed him in a corridor once, you know. He smiled at me.
I see. Minister, thank you.
Like this. He looked over his shoulder. I was there, and he was like that.